Hey guys, I want to make a review today of the Crossway top grain leather large print Thinline Bible. A special thank you to Crossway for giving me this copy to review today. So let's get into it. I've used this Bible now for about a week and it's pretty awesome. And so I'd like to just go over some specs here of the Bible. They've got a top grain leather cover. Like I said before, it's got a tool line around the edges that looks nice. And you've got the Holy Bible, ESV, English Standard Version, and Crossway stamping on the back. So my first impressions of this Bible is that it felt like the cover was really floppy and really thin. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I had a top grain leather wide margin Bible that is supposedly made with the same leather, and that leather felt a little bit thicker from what I remember. It's very lightweight as well. So this Bible is really comparable to an Omega, just the size of the text block, the size of the cover. You're looking at 6.125 by 9.125 on the text block of this book. So it's a full-size Bible. But yeah, let's get into this a little bit. So you open it up, you can see here that it does have a leather lining, which is really nice. It's great because there's a lot of Cambridge Bibles that don't even have leather lining and that cost a whole lot more than this. And so I think you can find this Bible for $35 on a few websites. It may have been Lifeway for $35, but on Crossway's website it's at $199. You can get 40% off if you are a Crossway member, so you might want to check that out. But yeah, let's get into this a little bit. So the paper here is very white. Doesn't really have that kind of eggshell yellowish tint that a lot of the heirloom Bibles have. But as you get in here and you see this text, it does open up flat. It did not open up flat when I first got it. This edge line, little tab right here, was pretty stubborn, and I've had to kind of work it in a little bit, but it does lay flat. But this is where I would say the Bible really shines, is in the font. This font is a large 10.5 lexicon typeface, and as you can see, I'll zoom in a little bit here. It's extremely clear. It's dark. I had one reviewer, I watched a video of this Bible, say that the text looked grayish, and that could be true for some of the other prints, but this one is nice and dark. It's black and it looks pretty bold. When I compare this to my Skylar Quintel, the Quintel text looks lighter and less bold than this text. This text looks really clean and really bold. Here's the poetry setting. It looks great. Like I said, it's on a 10.5 lexicon typeface. You have references here at the bottom. I don't really use these, but it's nice to have them. But I would say overall, this Bible is super readable. And as we go back here, it does lay flat towards the end. For some reason, this side lays a whole lot flatter than the other side. You do have a concordance in the back, I believe. That might not be a concordance. Yeah, it looks like it's just alphabetical list of different biblical phrases and terms. Right here we got the maps in the back, and these are just regular cardstock maps Nothing fancy here. I don't really freak out about maps. I don't spend a whole lot of time looking at them. But yeah, and there we have it. So who is this Bible for? If you're just getting into premium Bibles, nice Bibles, this is a really good option for a Bible that I would say would last you a whole lot longer than just getting a true tone Bible. I mean, it is top grain leather, but I will say that just as I've carried it in my car and stuff, it has warped a little bit. Like I said, the cover is really thin, and so it can kind of warp and look a little bit odd. But also, the paper is pretty thin. So this is 28 GSM, I believe, but for some reason the consistency of this paper likes to crinkle a whole lot. And so just as I've used it, I've noticed, like I was preaching in James, and this like page right here kind of has crinkled a bit and has kind of like stayed that way for ever since I used it. So the paper is really thin and crinkles. But if you can find this Bible at a decent price, I would say go for it. It's a pretty good one. It'd be a nice, just carry around, do anything with, don't worry about it. Throw it in a bag. Now I would say at a price point of $200, that is quite a bit. So you might want to try to find it on a secondhand market or go for that Crossway membership program and get it a bit cheaper. But yeah, I would probably rate this Bible out of 10, maybe a 6.5 or a 7. So it's a pretty decent Bible. It is real leather, but there are some Bibles out there that I would say have a little bit more to offer. So thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Make sure and hit the subscribe and the like. Thank you guys for watching.